Everyone. I pray that everyone is doing well on today, on Saturday, just enjoying this weather. And I tell you, a little dampness because it rained, but nonetheless, let me turn this up a little bit so you can hear me. Nonetheless, I'm just enjoying this day on a Saturday. I pray that everyone is enjoying their weekend thus far, getting the things done that you need done. I wanted to share something with you guys as I was talking yesterday, and just to let you all know that as a continuation in life, you're going to be faced with challenges, but you can overcome the challenges. And the other thing is that you have to get into a place sometimes when you are always doing things and being busy, there's still that desire. And I'm still talking about starting your business, but I want to say this also, that you have to understand that you have to make also another decision as far as debt, getting your debt cleaned up, okay, and also allowing yourself to trust God that He will allow you to get those things done. Many times we are fearful of stepping out by faith to do things. And one of the things that I'm learning is that if you make one step, God will make two. God will meet you there. And God will also open up the doors for you. He will also give you the resources to be able to get it done. And so the fear is that the enemy wants you to think, oh, you can't get this done. You're not going to be able to do it because he puts so many things in your mindset to help you with the excuses. And when he helps you with the excuses say, oh, it can't get done. It can get done and it will get done. All right. And so I remember I wasn't able to buy myself clothes. I wasn't able to buy myself basically a lot of anything. And so here it is. I was going through some things where I was trying to pay the bills, pay the rent, pay everything that I could think of that came along with owning, with being an apartment. And so, in doing so, I remember I got to the place. I was I had just moved into my apartment. Let me say it like this. I had just moved into my apartment. And so I was trying to get a handle on things, and the money wasn't that much. It was only $360 for the rent. Imagine that. That was like 20 years ago. And my cousin came to my house and he thought that I lived in a condominium. I guess in some ways, in some states, it's considered one. And I didn't look at it like that. It was very nice too. And so I fell on times where it was hard for me. Good morning, everyone. God bless you. And I was trying to pay every bill that I could. And so it was new to me. I was just happy to have my own apartment. I was just happy to be out on my own, and it was a two-bedroom apartment. I'm talking about continuation as far as getting your desire to start your business and some of the things that we need to do leading up to those things, and that is paying off debt, because debt is one of those things. It's a hamper for us, and it for anybody, no matter what color you are, no matter what nation, creed, it is a hamper for you. And what it does, it almost seems like it sucks the life out of you. So in order for you to want to start the business, don't let that be a hindrance, but also let it be a motivation that you try to work on both if you can, or else start working on the part of trying to repair your credit. And so a lot of times when we're trying to repair our credit, we have these milestones. We have also setbacks. We have times where it's hard for us to be able to get those things done. But I'll tell you what, you can get it done. And one of the issues is that whenever you're trying to step out by faith, I remember this, that in paying the debt, trying to pay off my credit cards, trying to pay off a lot of my bills. One of the problems that I had was that I'm a person that like to play it safe. And I always like to make sure my ducks are all in a row before I go on to the next project. Here it is. God was letting me know, I'm going to bring you out of debt. and that was last year. He's been fulfilling what he said, and so I'm grateful and thankful to God. Let me say this to you: every time you try to do anything positive with your life, every time you try to make a change in your life, you're going to have instances where the devil is going to try to make you think, oh no, you're not going to be able to get it done. And so he starts working in your mind, working on your mind. Every excuse not to pursue anything towards the goal, pursue it. Pursue it and defy him and defy others that are trying to keep you from going into a place of freedom, freedom of debt, freedom of being able to be in a place where you're dependent on others, as in terms of not being able to survive. Because at this stage of your life, you got to make a decision. What am I going to do? Make a decision. Do I want to be debt free? Make a decision. That's what I'm saying to you. Make a decision. When you start making a decision that I don't want to have this lingering any longer, when you make a decision, I want to change. When you make a decision, I want to stop, whatever your challenge is, and you want to stop doing those things, what starts happening is that there's always somebody in your ear trying to give you all the reasons why you don't want to make a drastic change. And that change is good for you. And so what fears other people is that you're going to be pulling away from them. And so you don't have to be in that place to pull away from them. If they want to go where you're going, then they've got to make the necessary changes also. But I just wanted to say this to all of you. And you have such greatness in you, such ability in you. Don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself to thinking that this is all there is. And I think we get complacent. The complacency part is, oh, this is, all there is. When you start making money on a certain level that you've never made that before, then you think that you have arrived and that's it. No, there's more for you. There's greater for you. And so when we put ourselves in a box, we keep ourselves in that box. Hey, good morning. Hello, hello. And we keep ourselves in that place where we feel like, okay, this is it. No. And so the thing that I want to say to many of you: start stretching your faith, start stretching your mind, start putting a plan together and work towards the plan. When there is an interruption in your progress or an interruption in your consistency, don't stop. Just get back up and keep going, keep moving forward. One of the things that while I was trying to pay off a lot of the debt that I had was that it's going to take time. It's going to take time. But when you put together a plan and you start working towards that plan, guess what starts happening? You start seeing momentum. You start seeing that the bill is going down. You start seeing that your credit is starting to reach a peak where you are no longer seeing that on your credit report, and you're seeing that it's almost like having a accomplishment that you had long waited to see. And now once you see it, you're like, oh God, thank you. So for many of you, starting your business and getting to a place where you want to do great things, start working also on your credit. Start building your credit. Start cleaning up your credit, because a lot of that, and don't get yourself back in debt once you get out of debt. Because one of the things that I think we tend to do is that we fall back into bad habits. And one of the reasons why you are in that situation is not just so that it is to beat you down, to crush you, and to hurt you. I don't believe that that's the plan of God. I believe it's to bring us to an awareness of where we fell short at and where the error came in at, so that we know, excuse me, y'all, don't do this again. And so we learn those lessons, those life lessons. We start thinking, man, I can't go through this again. I can't go through another not being able to buy even a pack of potato chips or a soda or some gum that maybe at that time it was like 35 cents. It's gone up since then. But sometimes we have to look at life and say, you know what, I can't be in this situation again. And so you have to make that mindset change. Anything that you're going to do, you have to change your mindset, and you have to stick with the pattern and stick with the plan. Okay, we're going to follow through with this plan. So that's one of the things when you're starting a business, that you have to have the plan, write down the plan, write down the vision. And while you're writing down the vision, then you have to start looking at avenues of how you have to implement that plan, how you have to execute that plan. And in that, you have to understand in your mind, you're going to be faced with opposition. You're going to be faced with somebody being negative, saying that it can't be done. You're going to be faced with somebody saying, you know, let me help you. And then there, you got to be careful. You got to ask God, pray about it. Lord, is this the person that should help me? Is this the person that you have sent to me to be an aid to me? Because everybody has different views on, and some people can live vicariously through you when their business may not have reached, when it may not have been successful. And so they want to basically come along for your come into your spot or come into your space and tell you how to do the business. And so you want to make sure, is this the person that is supposed to help me? Is this the person? And so with that being said, because remember, when God sends them, they're going to be for you. They're going to be for you in a way that they're going to help, make things happen. And there's no ulterior motive. Their desire is, let me help you, just like, let me show you the ins and outs. When you find people that show you the ins and outs of where they went wrong and they want to help you not to make those same mistakes, that's a good person, because they're trying to give you words of wisdom, words of caution. And so I believe that God will always let you know. I believe that God will open your ears. He'll give you understanding if you seek Him. And so seeking Him means, God, speak to my heart. Speak to me. Show me what way to go. Guide me in this matter, because this is a faith walk. I've never done this before, and I need you. You have to be like a child. You have to be humble enough to understand that you don't know everything that there is to know. And so it's okay to say, I don't understand. And he will, guess what? He'll give you understanding. He'll start shifting things. When you start doing things that are in his will, God will start putting things in place. He'll start letting things fall in line. And guess what? While he's letting them fall in line, also the enemy strategizing to try to make everything fall apart. And this is why I tell people that when God is for you, who can be against you? God is going to make all grace abound towards you. He's going to bless you with to have everything sufficiency, and it's going to run smooth. Why? Because He's in it. It's just that the enemy's working from the outside trying to get in, and he's trying to cause your faith to be broken. He's trying to cause your spirit to be broken, because a lot of things aren't happening as fast as you thought that they would. And so some things take time and some things are immediately. So don't get discouraged, beloved. You can do this. Anytime you are trying to go after greatness, anytime you're trying to pursue your visions, your dreams, and your goals, you're going to be met with opposition, obstacles. You're going to be met with things that may feel like it's not going to happen. And guess what? It is going to happen. And so I wanted to say this to many of you. And the other thing that I wanted to correct also, and yesterday when I was talking, my Malibu is my first car. The car that I wanted was the Chevy Tahoe. And guess what? And I'm not that tall. The Chevy Tahoe. And that's when God spoke to me and said, Cadillac. So I wanted to correct that for all that didn't catch that. But hey, listen, I am so happy for you, because I believe in you. I believe that anytime you are pursuing what you love to do and your passion, guess what? You'll love doing it. And people will see that you love doing it. And you'll go above and beyond. But one thing, always keep God first. Because when God starts blessing you, we tend to get more involved with the things of our desires, and we start leaving them on the back burner. And that's what you don't want to do, because He's the one that led you. He's the one that's prospering you. He's the one that's causing you to be successful. And the last thing that you need to do is leave Him out of the equation. Is to leave Him out of anything that you're trying to do. And He is giving you direction step by step by step. And so no matter what, keep God first and put Him at the forefront, and God will lead you all the way. And He's not going to let you down. He's your sure guarantee. When the enemy comes up against you, God is going to help you to overcome the enemy. When the enemy fights you, he's going to allow you to be able to be in a place where it's not going to take you under, it's going to take you over. You might bend, but you're not going to break. And the other thing is that God is going to keep your mind stable. You may have moments when you're like, God, where are you? But guess what? In the midst of it all, just like he was with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, God is going to be with you too. And you don't have to fear. It's amazing that when we walk out, when we step out by faith, our desire to do it overrides our fear because there is such a delight to be able to do it, an excitability, enthusiasm, that we forget that it was a fear for us, but we were timid and we were, afraid to do something so great. But it's when you like what you do. When you like what you do, it erases that fear. And the only time the fear comes is when the enemy is trying to give you the possibilities of what could go wrong. And so then he starts working on your mind because he knows he can't change God's word. So because he can't change God's word, he starts working on your mind to make you think that, and he tries to incorporate his thoughts to make you think, oh no, God didn't tell you that, and you start second guessing yourself because you start seeing what that is doing is that's allowing the enemy to live rent free in your mind. And you can't do that. You can't listen to anything that he says. He only lies. He lies from the beginning. So if he lies from the beginning, what would make you think that he's going to stop lying at this point? He's going to make you think that it's impossible. He's going to make you think that it's hard. He's going to make you think that nobody's going to be able to help you. When God is your help, God has people that are listening to him. He has people that have resources and funding. This is why I love that scripture, and I believe it's in Deuteronomy 8 and 18. He says, beware lest thou forget the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee power to get wealth. In other words, God has people that have wealth that'll help you in funding your business. And so we don't, and then guess what? This is the other thing, that God is going to bless you with business straving mindsets. He's going to give you inventions, creativity, understanding of how to start making money. He's putting it in you. And when he starts giving you those ideas, he starts shooting the thoughts of how to implement that. And so don't be afraid. Hey guys, you can do this. You can do this. Trust me, you can do this. I'm so excited about your future. You have no idea. I'm so excited because I believe that every step that you take is at least a leap of faith. Every step that you take is going to prosper you. You're going to be successful. The favor of God is going to be upon you, and you're not going to fail. If you fail at that one time, guess what? There are going to be many other successes that outweigh the failures. And it doesn't matter what the enemy says. You're going to do this, and you're going to be prosperous. God bless you. Till we meet again. Take care. Bye. Love you.